For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country. And not just because Barack has done well, but because I think people are hungry for change.
I don't believe the second part of her statement. I believe her recently discovered pride in her country is based entirely on the fact that a black man finally has a real chance of being elected president in what she perceives as white supremacist America. And this is what convinced me. Shortly after making those two speeches, Michelle tried to clarify what she meant.
When was the last time we've seen a presidential candidate who could claim victories in states like Idaho and Missouri and Washington and Louisiana and Georgia and Maine and Hawaii? We haven't seen that before in a while. So I am proud of this country.
That statement, as spoken, is clearly and absolutely inaccurate. Michelle asserts it has been a long time since a presidential candidate has won primary contests in a range of states in and out of the Deep South. Garbage. But her statement is very accurate if she was thinking black presidential candidate when she spoke the words presidential candidate. When Jesse Jackson ran for president in 1988, he won 11 primary contests, 3 of which, Delaware, Michigan, and Vermont, were outside the Deep South. Until Obama's success this year, that is the last time a black presidential candidate has been successful outside the South. So, quite clearly, Michelle was thinking black when she tried to explain her original meaning, and I believe she was also thinking black when she made her original statements. I believe we are seeing an expression of black liberation theology in Michelle Obama's statements. I believe whatever words she spoke, what she meant is, I have at last found pride in my white racist country because a black man has a clear chance of becoming president, and black people are hungry for change. Barack and Michelle Obama have been listening to Jeremiah Wright preach black liberation theology for nearly 20 years, and I think their view of America is derived from this indoctrination. Barack Obama did not choose the Trinity United Church of Christ by accident. Barack Obama did not choose Jeremiah Wright as his mentor and sounding board in ignorance of Wright's view of America. I believe he chose and maintains these relationships because they speak to his personal views. Obama may stand up and give speeches about One America because he has to if he wants to get elected. But I believe black liberation theology is what lies in his heart. So, if Barack Obama is elected president, will he be the first black American president, or will he be the president of black Americans first? I leave you with one final point to ponder. How does Barack Obama really feel about Louis Farrakhan? In particular, about Farrakhan's demand for a separate black nation. The theology of the Nation of Islam and black liberation theology are both rooted in the Black Power movement, and they share major political goals. Both reject integration and reconciliation as acceptance of the white man's values and subordination of the black identity. Both teach that blacks are still oppressed by a white racist majority, despite the great progress our country has made in removing legal barriers to equal opportunity. Both teach blacks to cherish their hostility toward the white oppressors. The only real difference between the two is Farrakhan's demand for a separate black nation. Obama has been given many opportunities to criticize Louis Farrakhan's positions and his racially divisive public statements. Each time, he has criticized only Farrakhan's anti-Semitic statements, nothing else. When his church honored Farrakhan with a Lifetime Achievement Award, Obama criticized only Farrakhan's anti-Semitic statements, and he falsely claimed that Farrakhan was being honored only for his work in rehabilitating ex-offenders. At the Cleveland debate on February 26, when pressed by Tim Russert to reject Farrakhan's endorsement, Obama mentioned only Farrakhan's anti-Semitic statements, and he refused to criticize Farrakhan personally. So why did Obama not use these opportunities to speak out against the racially divisive, profoundly distorted views shared by Black liberation theology and the Nation of Islam? Why did he not use these opportunities to speak out against Farrakhan's demand for a separate black nation? Does Obama really believe in one America, red or yellow, black or white? Or does he secretly agree with Farrakhan? Think about that as you watch this final video clip.
Now what does justice look like? If you add it up,